What's up, peasants? Welcome back inside the King's Castle here, the casting headquarters, we're going to frickin' call it. Back again with Dakota, Lacoste, and Grant as we are going to be adventuring into game number 2 of this The Dire versus Infamous series. And it's Infamous who take the very first game of King's
Convincingly.
Cup America. And you're right, it's convincingly too.
And
Crazy.
I mean, all they had to do, they had, a little bit of a cheese pick and tinker. You know, it's like picking a Husker or something. They could still pull the Husker. They do have one of the best Husker players in the world, and it just felt like I misread. Maybe I didn't misread the draft. Well, I probably did, but I just thought they would team fight a lot more, and they just never did.
There's a lot of contributing factors to the draft. We weren't certain who's going to be playing what role. The late Tinker pickup definitely kind of had a wrench in some things.
I liked it, yep.
And
And people got to see how Laser worked in the middle lane. CC&C aggressively blinking, gets lasered, misses 5 auto attacks, and just gets first blooded because of it. And that's Tinker. That's Tinker, baby.
that's Tinker.
CCNC was just way too aggressive
Yeah.
in the early stages. That first blood, if he got the first blood, it could have been a bit different for him and the matchup.
Absolutely, yeah.
Looks like we have a draft, so we're going to go ahead and hop into it so we can check out these picks as they get underway here and how the Dire plan on changing things up for game number 2. The Dire are going to be on the Radiant for this game, so I hope that's not going to be too confusing for you folks, but we end up calling them the D, I
The
guess,
D.
for short.
Yep, and they don't ban out Necro this game, so Necro's already Necro and Lich. One of them's getting through, and we're gonna see one of them, 100%. I hope.
No Wisp picking, you think, for some of these teams? A lot of these teams don't really have that.
Wisps a very. You're confident in that hero if you're picking, and I think they have a Wisp player, obviously, but I don't think you want to like play it as your first game. You know what I mean? It's very comforting. Yes, Peter Lich again.
Yeah,
God
baby.
bless.
Woo!
Name one bad thing about Lich besides the entire hero. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's a good hero, right? Because CC&C was up a full level 5, when Leo Style was level 4 middle, but obviously we saw Leo Style come back, so Lich will win one lane. 100% just win one lane. I'm just tossing out 100% like it's actually factual.
I mean, math and
Just love it.
numbers, and just throw them out there.
Love
Not a lot of people out
numbers.
there know those things.
Did he actually win the lane last game?
CC&C was level like 5.5 when Tinker was like
He
4.
just ate, what,
Just ate creeps.
few creeps?
Few range creeps, that's all it takes. Range creeps are too good right now. They always have been, but we see Infamous now. They're thinking about it. It's the same opening, Lich first pick. So it's
Yeah.
exactly the same as last game, I noticed. Because PVD's team was on the Radiant and they had first pick, and it's the same right now as well.
Are we going to see a run back here out of the first couple of picks for both sides here? The Night Stalker does
Yep.
make its return.
It has to be Nature's Prophet if that's correct, and Nature's Prophet's a very good hero. Counterable hero, but a very good hero.
Was banned, actually, it looks
Oh,
like.
that
So
was
there
the
will
one-
be,
the
there
one
will be a
ban. My
change
bad.
up. Yeah. So they'll have to settle for their next best option here.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, what do you think Peter had fun? What's the fun scale?
Probably a 0. I don't think
Zero
there's
fun.
fun involved in playing Lich and losing.
It's fun winning, I think, is
Yeah.
the one part of it, but you
It's
got to
always
get there first.
Exactly. Who do they want to pick? AA. We've seen a lot of AA and NASA lately. We saw it banned out in the second phase last game. It's one of those heroes that doesn't it counters certain heroes and it's just good as ult overall. But we'll see the puck. Middle
Is the
off lane.
puck as flexible as it's been before, where this could be mid or off lane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still,
Okay.
it could just be a drow draft coming up from Infamous right now. I assume Peter won't let that happen, but
10 seconds
it,
remaining.
I would say it's like 70% middle still. Still very strong middle hero,
5 seconds remaining.
but they could toss it anywhere they want.
Yeah, now they have a half idea of maybe what CC&C could be going against here. So I'm curious if they're going to
And
utilize
Puck's
that at all
Yeah,
or not.
Puck's one of those weird heroes you actually do pick in like one of the first 2 phases, and you're like, oh, now we know the mid matchup mostly, unless it goes off lane. But nothing really counters Puck that hard besides like in the early game.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
What do you think is CC&C's best hero?
I would have before last game said Quap. I actually really do think Quap's like his best hero. I think him on Quap and Storm Spirit are probably his
Yeah.
best 2 heroes for sure. And it's the run back from the Dire squad.
Does he
Lich
play
Earthshaker.
Invoker?
I don't think anyone does anymore, but I believe he did. I wouldn't say
Yeah, no,
he's memorable for it.
anymore.
I think we
10
see like
seconds
no one
remaining.
playing it
Yeah.
over in the Eastern Hemisphere.
A lot of the
5
European teams still
seconds
pick up Invoker
remaining.
plenty. You just don't see much.
No wonder they
Out
lose.
here.
No wonder they win a TI.
Yeah, no wonder one team wins in TI and they think they're hot shit. But it's all good. It's all good. You know?
That was like you, the TI before was
Let's
like
go, EG,
Yeah,
woo-woo.
I mean America won. It's just one team, but America.
America the beautiful. We do it again. We just do it every time. Let's go, America.
Red, white, and blue.
Team
God
Grant, is
bless.
there a team you would
Turn
cheer
to
for
ban.
if they're playing against American team?
No.
No?
I think I'm pretty. I just know a lot of the players, and they're all on different teams. So you know, I'd like personally, I like rooting for them. You know, so like
What if it was?
Tomato's team versus
Yeah.
someone. I mean, maybe.
What if it was Tomato's new team, the Weehaw new team,
5
Yeah.
seconds
versus
remaining.
Leviathan?
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, woo, let's go Tomato. Let's go Soxa. That's the king.
It's Tomato's birthday today.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really?
17.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday,
Yep.
Tomato! Happy birthday!
You live. I was gonna say in a pineapple. Now SpongeBob. Not like that's. I don't know where I'm going
Sweet
with this.
17. Why is it called Sweet 17 in USA? What's the big deal with
Sweet 17 or is it Sweet 16?
Is
It's
it
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
but
never
what's,
seen the
what's
show?
the deal with it? Why 16? I mean,
That's
you
what-
can't legally drink.
Yeah, but you can elite. I'm just kidding.
How old is a quinceañera? I know that's
16,
16 as
or
well?
14.
Or is it 14?
It's one of those. It might. I think it is because of that.
Trece?
I don't know. It just is.
Radiant team ban.
Uh,
Infamous'
I don't know, you're
but
becoming an
17,
adult.
That's nuts. He just turned 17.
Yeah.
And he played at TI when he was 16. Didn't even get last place. Pretty good player. Yeah, that's just nuts to me. And look at us. We're all just old.
Old. Fear.
What? I didn't even get last place at TI as well.
Yeah, that's true.
The other side
The
of the
hell
spectrum,
happened
I
to you?
guess,
Put us
is,
in the same basket,
Yeah.
please. Thank you.
How old were you, Lacoste, at that
5
first
seconds
TI?
remaining.
Was it, what, 6 years ago? 20.
Yeah, well,
Well, I was old.
6 or 7.
I was old.
6 or
Well,
7.
so it was like
23,
Fear was
24.
yeah, Fear was 24, I
Yeah,
believe, at that
well,
time too.
And then, well, I'm the same age as Fear.
And that is still what 7 years
Radiant
where
team
Tomato is now. That's just crazy.
God, you fell really far off, my man.
You look good though.
Yeah, look great. Shadow Shaman.
Hell yeah.
One of their 5 position. A lot of people like this hero because it's one of the few 5 positions who can do shit on his own. You know, he can go solo push a lane at level 6 and almost
10
guarantee
seconds.
himself a
love,
tier
love
1.
the hero.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for a while, and
5
people start
seconds
picking
remaining.
it after. You and me casted a lot of games, and I was a big fan of Shadow Shaman, but we couldn't see him at all.
Yeah.
It's what Grant said. It's just he can do stuff
It's
even
just-
when your team is losing. This is the classic Jimmy hero, I would say. He's on the other side of the map, just trying to push out the lanes.
Wait, so that means one of Earthshaker is either middle or off lane because Earth Spirit has to be a 4. There's no way
Earth
for
Spirit
not to be a
on
4.
their team. Who is playing this hero?
Misery, or is
Has
it
to-
gonna be a demon?
10 seconds
It has to be
remaining.
Demon if he's playing the 4. I mean, they could swap it up because he is a stand-in, but it has to be an off-lane or
5
middle
seconds
Earthshaker now.
remaining.
Who's playing Earth Spirit on DC side when they had the Dubu? Dubu was playing.
Dubu was playing.
Yeah.
Dubu's good. Good
Yeah.
Earth Spirit.
Radiant team pick.
I'm not saying these guys are not good. I'm just saying I'm not seeing a lot of Misery Earth Spirit. I haven't seen a lot of Demon Earth
I've
Spirit.
seen Misery Earth
And this
Spirit
throws me back to
before.
like Shanghai Major. I'm like, I haven't seen a lot of Puppy Earth Spirit either.
Yeah.
And it's not just a hero you pick up and like, yeah, I'll make this work. But the funny thing is I know Peter recognizes that. I was just watching him play FPL last night, and
10 seconds
he was
remaining.
throwing out like, yeah, I'm not going to just casually throw someone into a Meepo or Earth Spirit or something
5
like that. Like
seconds
recognizing that they
remaining.
are, higher skill kind of heroes.
Infamous's
And you have to
turn
have,
ban.
maybe that kind of
Huh.
specialist to play them. But here, they'll pull it out.
And Dragon Knight. Now, this is one of those heroes middle who's completely different than any other hero, and we've been talking about it. He has no mobility, low base movement speed, and usually mid players like to be swaggy. Storm, Puck, Quap. They can move
10
around the map and get
seconds
runes.
remaining.
DK, he has feet. He,
Yeah.
he doesn't. He just stands there and like
5
maybe you'll
seconds
get the
remaining.
rune by Roshan if anything, but he's supposed to just stay in his lane. It's a completely different play style.
You just in the lane farm, try not to die,
Yep.
push the tower when you hit level 6. Let me teach you something, peasants.
Thank you.
Night Stalker and Lycan, this is like the real cool combo. When Night Stalker uses his ultimate, Howl has a double effect. So That's the reason why they're picking it, probably. One
Yeah.
of the
10
reasons.
seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
peasants.
Plus, they needed.
Pez.
I was talking to both you and Dakota, not
Oh,
the
okay.
viewers.
Seconds remaining.
Viewers are squires. or
Yeah,
something.
Viewers are
Peasant.
fucking awesome.
Squires. We're peasants here.
And Lycan, I do like the Dragon Knight after the Lycan. It gives them a frontliner, like because Lycan, Shadow Shaman, they're gonna want to push towers. But now with the
Yeah.
Dragon Knight sitting there, like he's gonna be hard to take down if he has a decent start. Usually we see. It depends. It's almost always Tread's Armlet or Tread's Midas Armlet. It's almost always the same there. Still Lich. I'm still
Yeah, you
looking
have
at
to
these
push
first
into a
four
frost
heroes.
armor, though,
Yeah.
is the thing. But
10
it's a lot
So
of
how do you
push.
kill a DK with a frost armor?
Well, Lycan probably will go
5 seconds
Diffusal, actually.
remaining.
I think. Not first, or it might be second or first item.
Echo Saber
Yeah.
into Diffusal.
Or Mask of Madness.
Maybe
We've
Mask
seen
of
a lot of
Madness.
Mask of Madness.
Yeah, you can build a Lycan in a few different styles. Maybe even a Necro Book. I don't think it's good here
Wait.
because of the frost armor.
I just realized they picked their middle hero, and they have an Earthshaker Earth Spirit. So it has to be an offlane Earthshaker now, which I know Lacoste likes, but I haven't seen it in a while, actually. I just haven't, and it looks
Yeah.
like that's what it's going to be.
No.
Huh.
Unless they pair it with something, I guess. But then who's
Yeah.
their safe laner? And
Yeah, they need some crazy here.
it's tough.
I mean, they can still put a mid, but against Puck, it's not good. I mean,
But
it's
you can't
Dragon
put
Knight.
DK
mid,
anywhere,
Yeah, Dragon
yeah.
Knight offlane, huh?
Yeah, the classic roaming Dragon Knight. Longest stun at level 1 in the game.
Classic. Pub 4th, random Dragon Knight.
I mean, you have Earth Spirit to help out, but ganking Puck is not easy as Earth Spirit.
It's
you know?
not.
It's just like
And I've
Tough.
actually seen it happen where like an Earth Spirit rolls over a Puck face just into a tower,
Tower.
and they're just like, well,
see you later.
boy.
Yeah, it could be awkward real quick. And if you don't have if you don't hit any sort of stride early on with their Spirit, you can't farm on that hero, and just like waiting until you're hopefully level 6 and make an impact during those team fights. But we'll have to see. I'm still suspect about the Earth Spirit, who's playing it, and what kind of impact it's going to make. Final pickup, it's going to be the Spectre
This
coming out.
bold
One
pick.
more Mask of Madness carrier. Yeah, huh?
Yep, we have seen a lot of Mask of Madness Spectres lately, and that's going to be...
Lots of melee on this
Yeah,
team.
that is... It's an interesting team composition. Like last game, it's like, oh man, they have team fight. This one,
10 seconds
it looks
remaining.
like they want to push as 4 with Spectre obviously farming, and then maybe Haunt
5
in, but
seconds
they just want to
remaining.
play not even 4 protect 1, just 4 and Pycat go do your own thing. And they're going to be running into a problem with Lycan Shadow Shaman because they are going to want to push early, I think.
Final pickup, Timbersaw coming out. All those chunky melee heroes here. A good answer to be able to slice down the Dragon Knight. Previous game, I was kind of with you, Grant, that I felt really good about Peter's team in draft, but in
like
this game, I'm not.
Infamous.
So maybe it's just going to be another 180.
Yeah, it could. Obviously, Timbersaw versus Dragon Knight is a pretty damn good matchup for Timbersaw, so it's a nice counter pick for them.
Misery or going to be taking up that Earth Spirit here. But he's been lots of roles, lots of heroes.
Misery, yeah, he's one of the original. I can play anything, guys.
Yeah, he played every role a few times in a few different teams. Demon wants to redeem himself, probably.
Yeah, so I guess he's going to be going in the off lane this time.
And it will be Puck offlaner, so interesting. Very interesting. I love that little crown on Puck. It's so cute. You know Puck's like 3 million years old?
Really?
I don't know. Sure. I assume. It seems like something like that.
Not human, so it's got to be like some sort of like ridiculous age number.
I think this is my favorite part of the game right now.
The fight screen?
No,
Oh.
wait.
Well, you love that?
Oh, they took away the tower thing? Did I miss that?
Thank
Oh
God.
yeah, the
Okay.
tower
Oh,
thing's
thank
gone.
goodness.
Yeah, for real though.
I actually like the battle screen. I think it looks pretty cool. I like how it like
Prepare for battle.
implements all their cosmetics as well.
Yeah.
Because it could just be base pictures, but
Nope, I don't like it.
you don't like
Can't
it.
recognize half of the heroes.
Well, that looks like Monkey King, but he's wearing a hat.
So it's a Spectre, actually.
Yep. Interesting. And well, there we see. Yeah, Spectre's just going bottom. Or wait. Yeah. That's going to be interesting. And it will just be a Puck. Puck high base damage against a Spectre. I mean, you have to put someone down there to help, and it might just be a straight up Lich Spectre bottom lane, no middle this time.
Yeah, Lich needs to be on the bottom lane. You can't out-harass with Earth Spirit. A Puck
Yeah.
who has 8 tangos and, 64 damage.
Let's see. It might be another level 1 gank at this rune from Infamous. The smoke is up on Excel.
This does mean that the mid lane target for Earth Spirit is going to be a Timber Saw instead of a Puck. I don't know if that makes things any easier or harder than the Puck, because he's still got the armor. He could get an early pick in the Timber Chain and
Timber
jump away.
I wouldn't say destroys DK, but it's a very good matchup for Timber,
Yeah.
especially with he already has the Quelling Blade. Well, possible gank. They were smoked up. They're going to find Misery on the left side. I don't believe there's going to be any kills. It's just a really split up 2v1, 2v1 situations. He does have a hold. They're going for Misery. Will they be able to bring him down? They don't do that
He
much.
roll
He has
away.
another
They
big-
blocked
Nope.
him. Yeah, you're not going to
Sleep
get away
down.
with that kind of roll.
And the Puck didn't pick up the rune. He almost had it, but it's another first blood for the Dire.
Yeah, good convergence there onto the Earth Spirit, and they were just hugging him too. So that way he had no way to kind of easily escape.
Oh, and Excel's so happy. A first blood on a 5 here, you're actually going to be able to get boots before you get Flying Courier, which is godlike.
And that's exactly what Rasta needs. He
Yep.
needs move speed. Look at him.
He's your initiation. He's so slow,
285.
and he's trying with the little hands, and he can't catch up to you.
Feels like he's never in range
Yeah.
and can't run away from anything.
And bottom lane, they're just already putting in a lot of pressure on Pika with these two heroes. Peter is going to pull the lane, but it is killable, obviously. Earth Spirit rolls in with Orb of Venom on a even Puck at level 1 or 2, and you can get a kill.
Yeah, with what is it? It's a triple slow.
Yeah.
Catch him in a bad usage of an orb.
Yep.
For sure. Would be
That's what you see
the best
happen
chance.
a lot middle lane. It could happen here too. Middle lane, I mean, there really shouldn't be kills here, unless like level 1 or 2 Earth Spirit rolls in, they get a kill, but these two are both just happy farming. A lot of harass coming out though, but it won't mean anything once you get armor and tail stuff.
Looks like Misery did decide to make a move in, dished out the roll, but it was quickly sidestepped, and it's still a good control for Infamous, it looks like, down there. But how about Demon in his offlane setup here? He's going to be going against Excel, that high base damage of a Shadow Shaman, able to easily zone him back, and that just means Lycan can do as he pleases.
Yep, and it means they always have to have vision on the Night Stalker, because if a Night Stalker TP's top, it's just a free kill on Demon if he's pushed up, and they have the ward in lane, so they always have to have eyes on, which they do right now, bottom. Oh, and look at who's going to steal this rune. Is Misery going to roll in? It's quite the
I don't
contention
know.
here. Is he going
He's walking up for it, and he does happen to just pick it on up.
And Demon stole it from Excel top as well, so he's going to
Rolls
go
ahead
steal
to go for
another
the
one.
Arcane. Tries to slow him down with the Void, but Misery will be able to pick it up.
And he's going to steal the other bounty too. Oh, no. He's like, all right, maybe not. No Orb of Venom on Night Stalker. That's a free kill. There we go. Finally, the Puck will get harassed out of lane pretty hard here. Do a decent chunk of damage. And buy Pycat time.
That's good. So a little bit of a shove off there from the D to be able to kind of keep pressure away from Infamous as they're encroaching in on a good, strong laning setup here.
Yep. If Earth Spirit doesn't find any kills early on, and they have a Lich in the same team, it's gonna be real tough for the D to come back into the game.
Yeah, supports are going to seem real weak, low level, low experienced, and not able to participate in much if they can't get anything going for themselves here.
Because Spectre needs space to come online. And Lycan's like the opposite. Lycan makes space for himself by pushing towers.
Roll. Misery actually trying to get the grab onto the Courier. Gets one hit in, but then the Courier is able to make it away. It was just a little after 3 minutes. They'll quickly fly it up, and it's gone.
My
And the
favorite.
problem is with the first Night Stalker, if he hits level 3 with level 2 Void plus Howl, it's gonna be level 2 Howl from Lycan. They can easily dive.
Yeah. Interesting. We middle lane 21. I mean, it's just almost dead even. Both are just happy hitting creeps. Can't really get denies. Just happy doing what they're doing, I think. But now Timber with Soul Ring. Once he has Soul Ring, once he gets level 6, he can actually like solo kill the DK if the DK plays incorrectly. While the DK can't ever solo kill a Timber Saw.
Shouldn't happen at
It
least.
really should. Like, at least Timber, you know, take out those attributes, just hit him with all your spells. He's dead. A DK, well, hits you with the level 1 stun.
4 minutes, and it's nighttime.
He'll barely actually get out of there. No, he's hasty. He's going to steal the rune from him, and, I mean, it could be a kill. He doesn't have mana, but it's going to be it.
Good snipe there from Peter.
Yeah, they just keep stealing the offlane bounty runes. I bet they feel bad. The Dire does. Not the team. Infamous feels bad.
Do you think Peter picked the Radiant 2 times just because they're called Dire?
There's a possibility, you know. Peter,
Just for the
CCNC.
lulz.
They're actually both known for some of the dankest of the memes.
Doing stuff for the lulz. But I think, Peter himself in a bit of trouble. Gets swarmed in from Pepita and Stinger, and they're going to be able to muscle him down. But the advantages on Radiant's side are still there. I mean, I guess the approach into their jungle is still pretty open for Dire, but I don't know. I guess they find some other strengths on the Radiant side.
And actually, Misery, he's making a little life hell. I mean, he got his health potion off. He's going to dodge that dagger.
Oh,
Will
and he's
hit him and
stuck up there.
cancel it. He actually...
Okay, see you later, Misery.
Come on, Misery.
King of the Hill.
Luckily he has mana. He had the clarity. And we're actually Stinger solo use the Shrine. It's level 3 Knight, so...
Oh my god, click
Pretty
on DK.
happy.
What's happening mid lane? CCNZ in a bit of trouble here, getting sliced on up. The diving Daro.
Yep, just level. I mean, that's it, right? There's a solo kill potential, and he almost does, but there will be a Shrine. But look who's here, Stinger. He uses one. Frost
has
Armor
a
is
stun
up, though.
ready.
Look at this.
The Shrine.
Oh,
It's there. It's ready. They hit the showers. And they're going to be fine.
and Timber didn't have... He was like, oh, block him for me. And he's like, wait, I don't have Soul Ring up. I can't do anything. Now he has Mana Boots. Yes,
Yeah.
Timber's owning super hard.
The
Now look at
problem
this.
for the Dire is they have a Spectre as well, besides Earth Spirit and Lich. These heroes don't play good from behind. Spectre is also one of them, especially when pressured. And she's sitting on 22 CS against 44 from Lycan.
Oh my, this middle lane, he's dominating it. Misery is here now though, so we'll see if he can get anything going. Obviously Soul Ring, there we go. They're gonna go in on him. Gonna
Kicks
stun,
him
kick
back.
it back. Does he even get hit by tower? No, but he gets nuked by Lich. He's not taking much damage. They slow him down a ton. We have a TP from Excel who has level 2 hold. He's just gonna hold him. That
Oh,
actually does so much damage now. They blow him up, and this is a real problem. This Timber saw zoning. He Fire Blast, needs uphill misses. Doesn't even need it. Look at that reactive armor, 20.
Milan may settle on a stun for the Shadow Shaman, but they are going to be coming up short. Big moves again for Infamous. And it's hard to say, I mean, if they stacked the stuns instead of did they kick back into the stun, but the positioning was so nice.
And
Misery is
level
just
4
so
reactive
under-leveled.
armor.
It's so good.
Yeah, Misery's under-leveled as well at the
Uh-oh.
moment.
In
It's
middle lane,
tough.
CCNC's in a lot of trouble again. He's just going to go down here. He's just going to get melted by the blades and the zippity zoops. And they just look like more of a team right now. Like, all their rotations have worked out on the Dire side, and they're winning their lane solo. They won every lane.
Yeah, what the D needs to do, get level 6 on Earthshaker, level 6 on Spectre, and just try to get some kills. Probably, they can even take down the Lycan.
Yeah.
Mid is pretty impossible to kill. I don't know if he's gonna go for...
A hood or something.
Yeah, he should go for the hood just to be unkillable for the next couple of minutes.
I guess he just wants, if he thinks he can get a super early Bloodstone, I guess
Yeah.
like 12 minutes. I mean, you go for it, but Hood would make him unkillable, yeah. Excel, level 4. He's already a higher level than he was last game. And oh, here we go. They're going to not even fight over the room. Peter's just going to harass him out. Roll comes
There
in.
we go.
This should be a kill. Orb of Venom
Stun.
up on him. Does he have anything? Here comes the Orb. He was going to ulti, but he can't. Nice double silence by Misery. They're just going to try to chase him down. He's just dead. He doesn't
All
have
right,
an Orb
Misery.
up.
All right. I thought he was
right.
going to just jump on the immediate stun, but
Yeah.
finds himself in an opportunity where he can get the Boulder Smash onto the puck as well. Leads into a 2-man grip silence. That's very nice. Top lane, Demon, though, going to be in trouble as a response. They're making the move in. Stinger comes around the corner. Demon looking to hide within the trees. Stinger tries to cut him off, but now Demon's been spotted, and he's doing a little bit of ring around the rosy here, and eventually tries to weasel his way out, hits a nice fissure, and heads away.
It felt like Stinger
Classic
could have.
Jimmy.
Yeah, it was the Jimmy trees, but Stinger could have. He had his Hunter in the Night. He could have just flown over the trees at any
Yeah,
time
it's a
right there. It's just
daytime grant.
like, oh yeah, my bad. No one fears the Night Stalker during the day.
Daystalker.
Classic. And look at middle lane. This guy actually just doesn't care.
Alright, Spectre has Haunt ready.
Yep. Should be some global kills here, but bottom lane, he needs to be a little bit careful. Here comes Excel actually going in.
Oh.
Get a zoop on him. It's level 2 lightning, level 2 hold as well. Raindrop will tank a little bit. He coils them. This should possibly kill. That Frost Armor tanking up so much damage though. They get the kill. Excel, one more hit to kill him. He does get it off. And now Pepita though has an orb up. It's level 4. Possible kill. Peter doesn't juke it. Doesn't have a silence up yet though.
Peter has all of the kills for the D right now on his Lich. Mid lane, moves in, looking to go for Timbersaw here. Oh, Timber turns it around, just slashes down Misery a bit, but he's going to get hit up with a Fissure. Good rotation coming in from Demon, and CNC and C prepared with the Dragon
And
form.
there's the instant hood
Yep.
queued up for Timbersaw. He wishes he had at least a cloak there.
Yep.
Might kept him alive.
So they lost their Spectre, and it looks like they might lose top tower. So Infamous is happy. I mean, they're probably like, okay, don't. I'm sure his captain's like, okay, you need to stop being so cocky. You're at their tier 3 farming. You're just doing a lot of crazy stuff.
Space created though. Yeah, the Lycan is going crazy. He's high net worth. You compare that to what has felt like, with the exception of that recent takedown onto Pycat. Like, Pycat had the bomb lane kind of grinding his way, but you know, the farm is not matching up. Lycan is getting close to like doubling up the net worth.
And he's going for the book. It's reasonably standard. We've seen some Mask of Manuses, even Echo Sabers on Lycan, but the book just helps you push auras. Mana
They
burn.
have a really good tower damage with Lycan, Book, and Rasta. And they have a good frontliners. 3 strength heroes.
And the rotation coming from the
Oh,
Puck. He has a
Puck
blink.
has a blink dagger.
10-minute off-lane blink with Wand. Interesting. They haven't even taken.
baller.
They've taken 1 tower. Pretty damn good.
I think they saw that TP on the bottom. The creeps were...
I believe so. Yeah. And Spectre just farming up neutrals right now. He maxed Spectral Dagger. We saw that actually. Oh, he's just going to get coiled. They're going to try to chase him down. He's going to dagger. Go uphill. He will break it, but here comes the Lycan, and he's going to do a lot of damage. And
They're going to
still
be able to
holding.
get this finish on the Pycat. While that happens, though, the D are making their own setup. Up on the other side, they make another move for the Timbersaw. Hit him with a Chain Frost and everything they got, and they can't get him yet. He actually managed to Timber Chain to the low ground, and he walks on out. Demon's so low, barely able to waddle away from the trouble, and they can't get the Timber down. It's Pycat being dropped, and now the Timber going back into action. Takes it to Misery here. Misery is able to get off a nice silence, but can't roll away. Eventually, the Timbersaw will
Timber
be able to
doesn't give a
chain
fuck.
away, and the dude is just a Goliath. Finally, Pycat
Once
looking to come
Timber
in to go
gets
for the
him.
finish. He needs one more slash, needs another slash. It's just too much. The armor's too good, and he makes it away.
Oh, the creeps just came, so there was no
Of the
extra
level.
damage from the Desolate. He might have got him in there.
Yeah.
Infamous feeling good,
Yeah, and
popping
on-
off a bit on their side.
Yeah, on the backside, Stinger just with Demon had like 0.2 seconds left on his TP, and he gets the last right click. And there's 7K up at 12 minutes. This is, I don't think this is how the team, the Dire, thought their opening series would go here.
Yeah, it's slowly falling apart for the D. I mean, they're getting kills all over the place. Bottom, mid. They even took the bottom tower.
And look at now, Leo Style just stealing their stacks, and they're just
Oh,
going to go for it.
man.
And Pycat, I mean, there's no way you can't rotate on this.
Cell just running himself right into the lane. Pycat can't react fast enough to make it away, and once they latch on, there is no letting go here from Infamous.
Well, he's gonna try
Ruthless
to
in their
deny.
game.
Look at the builds on the Night Stalker. He has Iron Branch and extra Circlet, Cloak. Even Puck has extra Branch.
The chicken just in base. He has like 165 gold. He's like, well, why not? Take it up. He has an urn now. And looks like they are diving in again. Misery
So
gonna go
tough.
in, but this Timber, he has Hood. And look at that, actually just does nothing. But if it keeps bouncing to him, but it hasn't yet. Stinger on the backside, gonna fly now. Silence the Dragon Knight so he can't stun. Misery is in. Just keeps throwing down stones to help the ulti, but I mean, that's a casual Cloak Night Stalker, and on the back,
Misery
he
gets
blows him
dropped.
up.
Yeah.
Excel should die here. He does.
Ooh.
Nice ulti from Demon. They can't bring down the Timber, and now Demon's gonna die. He
Oh.
actually goes back in. Dragon Knight trying to run. Do we have another slow in 1 second from the Night Stalker? Will they go? He has Frost Armor. Looks like they will. Stun up now. He's in a lot of trouble. Nice wand from CCNC, bringing him back, and they need to be careful. Oh no, they
Hello.
don't. He just goes in, and what's Peter gonna do to him? We're gonna see. The Lycan won't go down. Nice job with Pepita, and
Another
wow.
coil on Spectre.
Yep, and he's trying to get the kill, and they're just dominating these team fights. This Timber is unkillable with that Hood.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's impossible to fight into this for the D. They have Lich, and this is the first time, 14 minutes that Magnetize was used. Spectre still doesn't deal any damage pretty much, and the Timber with Howl in the front lines with a Hood, pretty unkillable. They should just try to ignore the Dragon Knight in fights,
Yeah.
because doesn't go down that easily.
But he doesn't
Especially with
do
the
that much
frost armor.
damage.
Yeah, the
exactly,
only
you
one
don't
who
need
can
to.
kill him is Timbersaw, just reducing his strength with the first spell.
I'm actually really surprised. They know Echo Slam's on cooldown. They have Rost awards up. I'm surprised they're not going for Rosh right now. Seems like a pretty free Roshan. This could have Lycan. He is almost there to book 2. This Timbersaw just has gone crazy again.
Second
middle.
game straight with
Yeah.
that last pickup that seems to be kind of unstoppable. First game the Tinker, now the Timber.
And he is 1,000 gold off of a Bloodstone and Hood at 15 minutes.
Yeah, this is a perfect bait actually during the picks with early pickup Puck. Then they went for a DK who does well in the lane against the Puck. Then they just countered it with Timbersaw, put a Puck on off lane.
Oh, he's going to throw the Chain Frost out. This might bounce around and kill him. He will just get away. Yep, he jukes out, and he could go back in. Misery's in a lot of trouble.
Oh,
He's getting
no.
held in place. Stinger, Coil comes out on 2, and wards just get placed on top of the hill. They're trying to bring down Stinger, but they want more than that because Misery already has died. And look at this. Here he comes. Timbersaw's in, gets a double on all of his spells. Stinger's not even dead yet. Here comes. They're just going to kill CC&C. Frost Armor. Oh, wow. That Q with the tree right there. Yeah. Well,
7 to 16, Infamous just the hot tamale
yeah.
in this one already in this series.
And there's just nothing. Pycat's almost level 10, but what does a Spectre level 10 do? He doesn't even have his Mask of Madness yet. They're going to
What
go
are
on
they
to
even
this
trying to
Lycan.
do
No
on
ulti
the
here.
Lycan?
Hesitation for sure. They can't commit hard. The TP's already coming. The rest of the team is kind of off the radar at the moment. It is Infamous who have the better ward vision here, stalking PPD, stalking Pycat, and now they're looking to come out from those bushes and mug him a bit. PPD is going to be able to slide away, but Pycat heads in the trees, goes right for the TP, and that's the call to make. He's gone.
You see Misery and Viz. Oh, and he's going to go and he gets a 3-man stun and silence.
It
They're all
seems
pretty
so
tanky,
huge,
though.
but is it good enough?
Doesn't look like it, but on the backside, Peter's just getting harassed by Pepita on that puck, and Misery should just go down here. He's throwing out those stones.
XL might
kill
go
Excel.
down.
He will now because he's going to get hit once more. Yep, and there we go, but he goes down as well. They're trying to chase down the Lycan, who doesn't have ult for 30, and that's a 3-man Quell on the backside. Peter, no ulti for 7. He should just get brought down before it comes up. He will. And they're just right-clicking. Demon might be able to kill the Lycan.
Oh,
His
barely.
His team had his back.
They did. They hit him up with an urn. They're going to be feeling good. They only end up losing 1 casualty, and Excel dropped early on, and now they're able to truck on forward and go for the tier 2, and they continue to pop off. They are feeling it right now, going against a team that, hey, some looked at this tournament, they looked at the team lineup, and they said that this could be the favorites already, the Dire, the D.
Yep, and they are just getting, they're getting mollywopped right now
They don't have the damage
to ever
to
do anything.
kill anyone on him.
Yeah. And they do bring him down. They commit so much. That was without a fight, without Lycan ulti. And, I mean, the Lycan didn't even do anything. They won that fight like 4v5. The big thing is, Puck's ulti is only 65% cooldown. Timbersaw has no cooldown issues. Like, he's always ready to fight. As long as he has mana, he's just going in. And Pycat's going to show his face. This might not end up well. He's Mask of Madness. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Slaughtered.
Mask of Madness on. No armor, no nothing.
15 charges and rising now for your Timber.
The thing is, he's staying positive, has Radiance queued up, 240 gold, getting close to the relic.
The Vanguard buys when it's like the ultimate give up.
Peter, he's just dead middle. Lycan did commit ulti. They have book 3, treads. Are this going to go for Roche now?
I don't
Yes,
know. It
they
looks
will.
like they are on the trail of Demon and Misery, who've just popped a smoke. They turn the corner. They're joined by CC&C. They're heading towards the bounty direction, but the chase is still on here.
Oh, nice scan from the Dire. They are doing Roche. They know something's coming. There's an ulti from Pycat. They're going to roll in. He's going to miss everyone, though. And those wards can do a lot of damage. On the backside, CC&C's going to bring down Excel, though. They will. No ultis popped yet. Silenced up his Timber. Wait till he's unsilenced. He gets Echo. Now he's perma-stunned. He accidentally kills the melee Necronomicon creep. But he's just going to run away. And now, no, he's getting chased down. Nicely done by Leo Style. He's godlike again. And Roshan will be falling here.
18 charges of Bloodstone. plus
About to be
Hood.
19.
Yep.
Pretty impossible to take down. And Roche is going down. Necronomicon Archer is left. Yeah.
Gives him the aura, yeah. Demon ulted in like Fisher, the good games. That is.
That's it.
Oh boy.
20 minutes is all it takes for game number 2, and Infamous come into King's Cup, rocking the Dire, the D, the PPD team, and taking them down 2-0
Riding the D.
convincingly as well, both games.
Yeah, that's. I mean, usually a lot of times I want to look like, oh, their supports played really good. I mean, it was just Leo style middle. Both games just played near perfectly. I'd say 99%.
I'm a big Earth Spirit hater for a long time. if you don't do well early game, you end up being pretty much useless. Misery wasn't useless this time, but combined with a hero like a Lich and a Spectre, you don't have anything to fight with. You're just being so passive.
Yeah.
Not a lot of good, and it was mentioned, after the draft at the start of the game, not a lot of good ganking options there for Misery to kind of get that work done. Jumping into a puck in the bomb lane is tough when they're very evasive, plus you have a Night Stalker flirting around, and a jump onto the Timber Saw, as long as he has that reactive armor. In fact, I think one time he did make the attempted jump on the Timber Saw and just was
Got
unable to
turned
make
on.
it follow up.
Yeah.
You could see occasionally like he was struggling a little bit with getting those rolling boulders. It's not like the easiest thing you could jump into and kind of make land, but
And now my claim that Infamous is still the best South American team looking, and it did. It felt like it came down to picks, especially this game with that last pick. Timber saw Excel showing off his dastardliness.
dastardly.
I think I was looking for another word. And then I just
What
Dashing.
was that
It's like
cartoon?
dashing and
Oh,
bastardly.
Dastardly dog. Wacky Racers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dastardly dog.
Yeah, he's like the bad guy with the
That-
the main bad guy. Yeah.
The laughing one? Is that what
yeah,
it is?
yeah, dastardly dog.
Dastardly dog. I,
I
didn't
think
know
it means
that was the name.
It means coy, cunning, something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I could just be completely wrong. I'm saying
dastardly. It
words
sounds
wrong.
like a pretty cool username or team
Yeah.
name.
I feel the Dire actually outpicked themselves both games. This patch, it feels like you can play whatever you want, but I don't know, they're shooting themselves in the leg with this Lich pick.
How often has Infamous been playing in FPL at all? Have you been seeing any
yeah,
of these players?
Leo style, and Stinger a little bit. Mostly Leo style. Like the other three, I haven't really seen much. So I'm sure they knew Lich picks were coming when they saw that.
Yeah.
And it just
It seemed like they just
they're
felt
prepared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they knew what could have been potentially coming their way, and they came to play, and I'm happy to see that. It's a tough opening for PPD and the Dire, but
Just one best of two series.
just one best of two series. It's a team that's adapting. They didn't have Zai here. They had to change up the roles. They were trying out new heroes.
So you're saying Demon is the fault that they lost?
No. It's a lot of little contributing things you can kind of throw it on right there, but that's just
I
how
always
it
blame
goes.
I always blame Jimmy when I played with him.
That's mean, man. He's a great guy. Okay, so that's Secret and Virtus Pro.
Go Ramses.
Here it is. It looks like we have some post-game stats here coming
Yeah.
out from production, and it looks like a lot of seriously strong numbers on the right-hand side there
Yeah, look
for
at-
Infamous.
That is just insane. The combined gold per minute of the team is 600 more for one team. Is just nuts.
Strong damage,
Yeah.
good less hits, 15 to 51 assists. That's just every team getting involved. 4-man ganks, 5-man jumps,
Yeah, no.
ambushes.
Well, the big part of the GPM is you have Lich and you have Earth Spirit. These heroes don't kill creeps. That's
Yeah,
the
at all.
problem.
They just can't. They can kill their own creeps.
Like you can't farm the forest, you can't do anything else. But then you have Rasta who can split push, who can kill Roche with
Yeah.
the Lycan. I don't know. He can stack ancients for himself, use the wards if it's needed. Like he can come back into the game. There are ways.
Yeah, and you look at the damage done. They had 46,000 damage done, and Timbersaw did 19,500 of it. He just,
Whoa, almost half.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Just insane. That's
10
But
and
look
1.
at this. You have Lich and Earth Spirit. They both have 25 CS.
Yep.
They have 25 CS together.
They barely beat out the Shadow Shaman, who's actually a level. He's playing the hard 5. Excel was only level 8, actually. But played correctly, picked correctly, and I mean the puck, right? We talked about. He did 10-minute Blink Dagger in the off lane, too. That's pretty
It's a
good
bit-
versus a Lich.
Yeah, it's because you don't have a classic lane support. The duo support is pretty weak. Not
Yep.
much kill potential. I don't know. And the Night Stalker was there, and
Yeah.
it's a Spectre. I mean, Spectre early, few levels, first 10 minutes, she doesn't do anything.
Yep, and CCNC.
Hard day for CCNC.
Yeah, a hard day for all of them, but CCNC, I mean, that the Tinker versus Quap match, it felt like he was winning a little bit early, then that one over-aggressive play, it can lose you a lane. One play like that definitely can, especially against the Tinker.
All right, I think we are going to be wrapping things up now for our first series of the day, but that's not the end of it. Of course, we got 2 more best of 2s or 2-game series that are going to be heading your way. What is our upcoming series again? I feel bad.
DCSA versus Iceberg, the open qualifier team.
All right, so a debut for the new DCSA team.
Yep.
Very curious to see what's on that lineup.
Ooh.
And then we have, like you mentioned, Iceberg, the open qual team, who are warmed up after a lot of games and qualifier play. So I'm
Might have
anxious
played
to
more
see.
than a lot of these teams have already because,
Yeah.
I mean, just playing through.
All right, awesome stuff for Lacoste and Grant. I'm Dakota. We'll be back after a short break for the next series. But we also have a little bit of a fun feature coming your way. Let's check out a pub report with our own Jack.